let me do a quick introduction and then get into work. I'm practicing some things for Fourth Wing. I'm probably also going to try and do some other things after I finish the lines I want to do today. So you're here with me practicing. Send me a request if you'd like me to read some stuff. If you go on my website, there's like a whole list of requests that I'm yet to do, but you can jump straight ahead of the queue if you pay me some money. The quote I'm trying to prioritize right now is this one right here. It goes, "You are the smartest of your year, the most cunning. You defended the smallest with ferocity, and strength of courage is more important than physical strength." Okay, and I did some research beforehand. I know the page that it's going to be on. I'll get some page ASMR for you guys. Can I? Okay, these are very nice to go through. They don't make like a rustling sound I expected. Right. Silent. Okay, page 174. Let me read a bit beforehand for some context. A ferocious roar of celebration goes up among the dragons as we fly in, every head swinging our way. And I know it's in defense to deference. This is a big reason why I'm not on audiobooks, man. I can't read for Jack. I can read, I'm just playing. Hire me. A ferocious roar of celebration goes up among the dragons as we fly in, every head swinging our way. And I know it's in deference to Tairn. So is the parting. I need a proper studio still. This microphone is better than the previous one, but it still can pick up really loud noises. A ferocious roar. A ferocious roar. A ferocious roar. Wow. A ferocious roar. A ferocious roar. Shh. Can I not say that? A ferocious roar. A ferocious. There's extra. A ferocious roar. A ferocious roar. Whoa. A ferocious roar. A ferocious roar. Okay, we do that like that. So words that are kind of like tricky to say next to each other, I think stressing different parts makes it easy to say. So a ferocious roar is what I'm struggling. I'm going to do a ferocious roar. You feel me? It's a lot easier. A ferocious roar of celebration goes up among the dragons as we fly in, every head swinging our way. And I know it's in deference to Tairn. So is the parting of the dragons at the very center of the field, making room for Tairn to land. He releases the bands holding me in my seat and hovers over the grass with few wing beats. And I see the golden dragon flying ferociously to catch up. Furiously. Where did I get ferociously from? A ferocious roar of celebration goes up among the dragons as we fly in, every head swinging our way. And I know it's in deference to Tairn. So is the parting of the dragons at the very center of the field, making room for Tairn to land. He releases the bands holding me in my seat and hovers over the grass with few wing beats. And I see the golden dragon flying furiously to catch up. How ironic. Tairn is the most celebrated dragon in the Vale, and I'm the most unlikely rider. How ironic. Tairn is the most celebrated dragon in the Vale, and I'm the most unlikely rider in the quadrant. You are the smartest of your year, the most cunning. I gulp at the compliment, brushing it off. I was trained as a scribe, not a rider. You defended the smallest with ferocity, and the strength of courage is more important than physical strength. Since you apparently need to know that before we land. You need to know before we land. Okay. I think I need to get better at just reading generally. I've been getting a lot of requests to do audiobooks, and I pretty much they want me reading for an entire hour straight, and I don't think I've ever read that long in my life outwardly with my mouth. I can read for hours on end in my head, but actually saying the words it's tricky. I think what happens a lot when I read is like I really read fast in my head. I just kind of skim through, especially when a book is more action oriented and not necessarily detailed. I'm like, okay, this is what's happening here. Let me skim through it. Okay. So yeah, I should try and do these a lot more when I'm actually doing quotes and stuff. Just read through so I get better at reading and improve my readingness. Right, we are going to be using our growl. I like growl for this line. Let me start a new recording specifically for this. The color scheme I've been using for Tairn is red on the side, and then kind of isolating one of my main lights. Well, getting rid of my main lights. So it's like this, a little bit dramatic. And then for the background, today I'm going to go with some green because we are being encouraging, motivational. Okay. So we're using our light growl, right? The cool thing about that is I think the more I do it, the more I just warm up into it. And the more it kind of changes the texture of my voice. So warm up is me growling. You are the smartest of your year, the most cunning. You defend it with ferocity, and strength of courage is more important than physical strength. I was doing the S a bit too strong at some point, I think. Let's see. You defend it with ferocity, and strength of courage is more important than physical strength. It's like I need to actually clear my throat. Here we go. See what I meant? The growling changes the texture of my voice a little bit. So after this, I'll do some villain lines. It's not pointing at my... There we go, baby. I gulp at a compliment, brushing it off. I was trained as a scribe, not a writer. I feel like that was a bit too sensual for it. Kind of like out of breath. I mean, it might be a good take. Who knows? I gulp at a compliment, brushing it off. I was trained as a scribe, not a writer. You are the smartest. You can hear all the... Let me do this a little bit, then. And then I'm kind of like talking to the side of it. You are the smartest of your year, the most cunning. You defend the smallest with ferocity, and strength of courage is more important than physical strength. That was good. We'll do that again. So let's say it took me an hour to do all of this. Anyways, before I finish, let me do some villain quotes because my throat is feeling a little bit villainy. As we're going full villain mode, let's change some lights. Okay, Google. Turn off melody. Okay, Google. Set soprano to red. Villainy. This is actually either sensual or just villainy. And I'm going for villainy, please. I don't want weird comments, okay? So, for practice, I've got a few quotes, a few requests that people have sent in that would be great for villain speeches. But before that, we're going to warm up. So for this exercise, we're injecting villainy into very non-villainous things. So, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the earth so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. It was there a minute ago. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above, what the hell is that? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the earth so high, like a diamond in the sky. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, next one. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see fields of green, red roses too. Oh, I see them bloom for me and you, and I wonder, oh, I wonder, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a beautiful wedding. What a wonderful world. 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 I see fields of green. I see fields of green. Red roses too. Bruh. Bruh, I'm killing myself. No, we are practicing. Okay. I see fields of green, red roses. I think it's too easy to come across as a villain by doing a I'm evil. What the hell is that? Like, if you're more unhinged with your normal voice, playful, almost flirtatious. I'm dangerous, but you love me. What's wrong with you? That kind of voice, as opposed to I'm dangerous. Look at me with my voice. Thing is, I'm kind of like imagining how the internet might see these clips that I'm doing and be like, wow, this guy is either very cringe or anyways. Oh, I see. I see fields of green. Red roses too. Oh, I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. The bright pleasant day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. Oh, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, ugh, I love you. I hear babies cry, that lifeless sound. I watch them grow, yeah. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Okay, I like that one. I'm gonna do it again because it's not perfect until I can recreate it. I see fields of green. Red roses too, yes, I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, ugh, I love you. I hear babies cry, delightful. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Did that work? Maybe it did. Okay, let me actually get to one request that someone sent through. They are from a country that has restricted internet use, and as such, I had to manually put this request in. They're not paying me this amount of money. I'm just putting that there so it goes to the top of the list a bit. Me? No, I'm not the devil. He was sent to hell, but I was born here. When I want something, it can go one of two ways. It can either be mine, or it must be destroyed. Try to be the former when I come to you. Okay, let's do that once more. Me? 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 No, I'm not the devil. He was sent to hell, but I was born here. And when I want something, it can only go one of two ways. It can either be mine, or it must be destroyed. Try to be the former when I come to you. Splendid. It kind of reminds me of the Boondocks. I like you, and I want you. I like you. I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. That was a bit much. That was a bit stupid. Okay, Google. Turn on melody. Soprano, purple. Okay, I'm gonna do this before I go to bed because it's on my mind, right? Roses are red, weapons against me won't prosper. With this sacred treasure I summon, Big Rugger, the Obstopper. I can't lie, every time I say it, I get excited. The guy who came up with this, please, sir, you are a genius. Okay, let me sign off because it's the end of the day. I should sleep. got work in the morning. Thank you for joining me on this practice session. I really had fun. I hope you did too. I mean, I hope we can do this again. I'll call you. Yeah. Yeah.